Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new series we're going to be running on the channel. We are back with Phoenix Point, specifically the Terror from the Void mod. We're currently mid-January. This is the 14th of January that I'm starting this off. And to give a little bit of background and history, this mod entered open beta in October last year. And at the time I thought, oh, this is awesome. We're gonna get a revamped game, a bunch of new changes and different mechanics, and that's exactly what this mod does. So at the time, I started a new Legend playthrough to really see what the mod had available. Unfortunately, it's very, very difficult. I was able to cope with it for about 6 episodes, and then I hit a bug that actually stopped me progressing. So I put it on the back burner, and now it's been a good couple of months. There's been more patches come out, and there's been a whole bunch of different changes and refinements. So I thought, let's pick this back up and start a new game. But I want this this playthrough to be a little bit more different than the last ones. We don't just want to see perfect gameplay and the storyline exposed. I'm going to try and focus a lot more on the actual tactical explanation of what it is I'm trying to do on each mission. So looking at the map as a whole, where I consider choke points to be, where I want my squads to go, and I want to plan their builds ahead of time as much as possible. So I'm going to try and share all of that with you. On that, rather than running at Legend, the mod does make things more difficult, so you should go 1 pip down from where you usually play. We're going to run on Veteran. This isn't specifically to make things easier. This is just so it's a more representative demonstration of what you will see if you try the mod out yourself. That's the main reason for it. We're gonna have all the DLCs enabled. I haven't actually played with Chaos Engines yet in vanilla, so that in itself is going to be new. But there should be a whole bunch more new things throughout. So let's hop on in and see how this goes. Now, actually, before we get in, there is options for the Terror from the Void itself. I forget where it is. Is it in here that you... Yeah, mod settings. There you go. There we go. Mod settings. We'll pretend we didn't see any of that horrible arrow stuff. You can change your starting squad, so it's one of the other factions. We're going to keep it as the Phoenix squad. Random characters or the specific ones from the tutorial, number of scavenging sites. There's a lot of different things that you can configure throughout this, and I think that in itself is really like vital. It's vital, the fact that you can configure this mod to exactly what you want. If you decide that you don't want stamina drained on injury, which is a new mechanic, you can take that away. So stamina drained on injury, if you lose a limb, you will lose stamina. Big changes coming, big changes coming. I'll try and cover them as we go through, but a lot of them are still going to be new to me, so we're going to be figuring this out as we go. And without further ado, let's start a new game.
The Phoenix Project was founded on October 24th, 1945.
The other thing is, I'm going to skip past the cinematics because they take an incredibly long time, and there's been many videos with the cinematics out there. If you want to watch the cinematics, please go and pick them up. I'll do just enough so you can tell which one they are, but we're not going to sit and watch them. After all these years, you finally got the call. It meant that Symes and his deputies were dead or unreachable. The Phoenix Project had gone dark. The trek to Phoenix Point was long and dangerous, and when you finally reached it, someone was already home. I'm Alistair Ashby. Yes, the mist expert. Thanks for watching my content back in the day, I guess. A few of us managed to get to the bunker and activate the emergency beacon before we were overrun by the creatures that followed us here. We've got this place mostly up and running, thanks to Elena. She's quite the wunderkind. Yeah, I remember you. Surprising to meet you here. Upper Alistair is good with people. I'm good with machines and software. This facility runs on a limited AI called Bennu. Once Bennu verifies your credentials as duly appointed director, all functionality should be restored, and you should be able to interface with the system. Well, let's identify ourselves and present our credentials. First things first, we'll get atmospheric analysis on the go. And second things second, let's talk about the changes to our Air Force. So, our Manticore has started with a module, the FAR M. This allows our onboard personnel to recover stamina and increases our carrying capacity by 4. The capacity is 6, which means the default capacity of the Manticore is now 2. Without the module, you can only carry very few people. So there is going to be a big change to the air game in just considering that. It looks like we've got a heavy, we've got a sniper, and we have 3 general staff. Let's have a look at the abilities they have. The abilities have all been reworked, so we're going to go through pretty quickly and have a look at them. If I just hop onto our assaults, you'll see as I move between them, some abilities, namely 2 and 3, and 6 and 7 remain the same. And in terms of between these two, 2 and 7 remain the same. So, everyone gets Overwatch Focus at level 2. Everyone gets Battle Hardened at level 7. And the other ones, some of them are class-based, notably 3 and 6, and the others are random. So, 3, jetpack control. It's like having a jetpack without having a jetpack. Amazing. Boom blast. Gotta love it. We're going to want to get rockets. We're going to want to get grenades. We're going to want to get all the explosive stuff. On our assaults, they get quarterback, so extra grenade range and extra speed, and they get aimed burst. So the next shot with assault rifles specifically uses a double burst and gains extra accuracy. It takes 3 action points to use though, so you're getting a little bit of action efficiency, but not much. And over on our snipers, they get gunslinger and kill zone. When you take an Overwatch shot, you fire twice. Oh, shotgun proficiency. Right, okay. Let's have a look at what we have. Hunter, plus 10% accuracy. Brilliant for a heavy. Absolutely amazing. That's going to improve our Overwatch accuracy. Handgun proficiency. Nice to have a handgun as an option. Psychic Scream immunity. Okay, what I'm thinking is we get you like a Deceptor MG. And we could cross you with a sniper. No, crossing you with a sniper is not going to have any benefit. It would give us Master Marksman actually, so there would be a benefit. So we could cross you with a sniper and then have your Overwatch like absolutely murder and destroy everyone. Or we could cross you with an assault to give you kill and run and quick aim, which would allow you to do 2 massive bursts. There's a couple of good options there. Heavies get return fire, they get hunker down, they get skirmisher. If you take damage during the enemy turn, you deal more damage until the end of your turn. Shred resistance, that's super powerful. That's going to be super powerful when we get that. And then rage burst. Okay, onto the assaults. They get quick aim, reduces your accuracy, but reduces the action point cost by 1. Kill and run. It's like hit and run, but you actually have to kill. Ready for action, reloading and stuff doesn't cost inventory. Reloading and inventory doesn't cost action points. Onslaught, we know how that works. Limited to 1 use per turn. Very powerful. And rapid clearance until the end of turn. After killing an enemy, the next attack costs -2 AP. So it's good for clearing. That's the key thing. It doesn't just give you back action points. It reduces the action points of the next thing you're doing. Big changes there. Personally, you get Scottus extra strength, extra carry weight. That's nice. We can give you lots of grenades. You're going to get sniper rifle proficiency. Okay. This becomes interesting if we, like, cross you with a berserker, maybe. Or an infiltrator. I'll have to think about that. Because you're going to be very fast. You're going to be very fast. You're going to be very perceptive. And with rapid clearance and a decent sniper rifle, you could go blink, 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 blink. So I like the options there. What have we got over here? Extra willpower, extra healing. Okay, so we've got a designated medic. Not a big fan of designated medics. You've got PDW proficiency. And you're immune to goo. Right, that in itself is a very powerful ability. And our sniper... snipers get extreme focus, so Overwatch is 1 action point for all weapons. That's just awesome. When you take an Overwatch shot, you fire twice. That is also awesome. And with shotgun proficiency, we can turn you into a shotgun Overwatch monster. So the question is going to be, what do we cross-class you with? I think we'll have to see how things develop. But maybe going stealth or assault. We could also cross you with a berserker, which would allow you to run, like, dash into position and set up for Overwatch. So that's our team. That is our team. Let's get everyone some meds, some grenades, because everyone needs meds and grenades. Maybe not a grenade for our sniper. And we can start sending people out. Before we do, I want to consider manufacturing. So a manticore will take a lot of materials. Getting it building now means if we recruit someone new, we can send them around and start trading. But at this point, there's no real reason for us to do that because we don't have Haven trade protocols and we don't have anyone to trade with. So instead, let's have a look at what we can build. We could get another research. We could get another fabrication plant, maybe. Fabrication plant, that's going to take most of our bits and bobs. Research we can't afford. So fabrication plant, probably the best option right now. Let's get that going and let's start scouting. The dream is awakened. Fort Neptune. Fort Neptune is a haven run by New Jericho, which means that normally things are quiet and under control. But right now there's an emergency. A group of soldiers is on a killing spree. They began with strange dreams, voices heard in the night. A local doctor tells our operatives. I could not detect any physiological changes, but there were clearly no signs of infection, but their behaviour simply cannot be explained by PTSD or similar conditions, which we at New Jericho are sadly quite familiar with. It's like something has driven them mad. If we stop these soldiers, New Jericho will undoubtedly be grateful to us. So one of the big things is the diplomacy in this is a lot more cutthroat. You will suffer penalties to other factions by helping one faction. We're going to get in and we're going to stop these rampaging soldiers. There's no real changes that we need to this. We should be fine to take them out. Everyone's got a grenade. We've got a couple of options for heavy weapons. In fact, one thing I will do is I'm just going to go through and set everyone to the correct uniform. So, heavies... Heavies could be blue this time. Heavies can be blue this time. Assaults. Assault's going to be red. Armor pattern 9. I really like armor pattern 9. It's awesome. Everyone is going to be in 9. 1 and 8. Our sniper is going to be... What colour do we want our sniper? White? White seems not very, like, stealthy. I want something that feels black. There we go. Proper assassin. Yeah, there is nothing stealthy about you. Let's change this across. Alright. I think that is everyone. Let's get them in. Now I'm going to make some assumptions. We are not playing on Legend, so there is not going to be the puppeteer. So we need to think about what New Jericho itself has as its advantages and how we can counter them. New Jericho has incredibly high armor. Shooting them with anything without shred means we're just going to be losing damage every single turn. It's likely they're going to be dotted around in here. Maybe like one in the courtyard, maybe one upstairs in this building. So the best way we can deal with them is set up an ambush. At least in my opinion, the best way we can deal with them is to set up an ambush, allow them to come to us, and then destroy their arms as they come in one at a time. And that's what we're going to try and do. So,
can't wait.
Our heavy, we're going to get to the edge. You're going to keep an eye down the side for us.
Like the wind.
If anyone hops out, we'll have enough time to reposition and work with them. We're going to set up one Overwatch here. That's going to be an Overwatch into the doorway. I'm not expecting it to do much damage, but it will certainly help.
What we can do. Moving in.
We're going to come in here. You're not going to be able to Overwatch in, but you'll be able to take a shot next turn. We can get behind and do an Overwatch over the shoulder.
Let them come.
And then finally, alley. If they come from this way, we might be in a spot of trouble from here. But what I want to do is I want to move up as much as possible. Let's just tuck into the side. So we've picked our direction and we're going to be moving slowly. Once we hear where they are, we'll reassess. But this allows us to cover down the side, the main doorway, and hopefully as they come through we'll destroy their arms and they won't be able to fight. So there's a guy up on top. He's hopped down. And he's heading out. You're coming in. Okay, this is actually really bad for us. Because there's two in that corridor, which means they can instantly start shooting. A little bit of a ding. It's not a problem, though. Okay, you're coming closer. A little bit of a ding. Tucked in so nicely. Right. Our sniper can destroy someone's arm. That's easy. Can we get anyone else to destroy an arm? There is return fire. That's what we want to consider. The return fire is what's going to
can't wait.
Get us killed, get us seriously injured, however you want to describe it. Now, return fire by itself is not always a problem. If you can get yourself in the right angle. Do you have return fire as well? Yeah, they both have return fire. So what I want is I want to come here. I want to destroy his arm in one go.
Ready to engage.
Oh!
No arm, no return fire. Your arm is already injured. So if we charge in and do an up close and personal, we might be able to take it out before you have a chance to react. This one is not going to make it back in time to be able to fight. So let's think about what else we can do.
I'm ready.
None of these angles allow us a shot on you, so we're going to have to get in close. Which arm is it, though? Can anyone actually see for us to be able to test? No, not without moving in. That's fine. I just don't particularly like it. So let's come across to here and have a look, because it will make a difference. So the right arm is on 54 health. It's the other arm, the one that's actually holding the gun, which is a shame.
Ready to engage.
But I think what we'll do is we'll shoot from behind here. Took a little bit of return fire, but it's not much and it's not bad.
Can't wait.
$81 health. What's your weakest bit of armor at the moment? Probably is actually on... Oh, it's on the arm. Yeah. Okay, so here's a crazy idea. In.
Looking for an angle.
We do that, the arm's dead. Arm dead means no return fire. Heavy step in.
Let's rock.
Have a bash. Literally. Have a bash. We are now all about the melee. Wallop, wallop. And let's not get up to the doorway. Let's just get to here for now. Tuck in.
Moving to position.
Not bad. We have suffered a little bit in terms of injuries, but we've not lost any limbs. They're tucking in round the side, so
I'm here.
let's grab what's on the floor. And I think we're going to set up in case there's an Overwatch and he comes through.
Here.
Oh, sorry, we're going to set up with an Overwatch in case he comes through. I can't speak today. He might go up on the roof, actually. So you're going to Overwatch there. You're going to come in.
Heading out.
Overwatch. And you can't... Well, actually, no, you can Overwatch. Pistol Overwatch. And regular Overwatch.
Born again anarchist.
He's going up. If he hops down, we can do
What's our
something
move?
with that, because we can step out. We're going to suffer return fire from whoever goes out there. We could throw grenades out the window. It's
Loud and clear.
a little extreme, but it will strip the armor off. And that's going to allow us to get
What's our plan?
someone out next to this guy. And hopefully wreck an arm. I hope it's the close by arm that's suffering.
I'm here.
You're not hurt at the moment. Okay, let's do this piecemeal. So we get out first, find out
Let's do this.
which arm is it. It's the close by one, that's perfect. Let's get someone closer.
Ready.
Now, everyone
Firing
knows
targets.
New Jericho's most vulnerable spot is their elbow.
Oh!
Also, a lot of people know that if you bash New Jericho in the face, they fall unconscious. And that's a successful first mission. Couple of minor injuries, and they are minor injuries, and we got 2 levels up. So, I like it.
I had always assumed the Phoenix Project would return one day, even after Symes disappeared. It seems to be the defining pattern of your history. Fall, then rise again. I wonder if this points to an underlying weakness or an underlying strength.
Maybe
I
both.
suppose time will have to tell.
Maybe both.
Time and the choices you make. After all, you are not necessarily defined by what has come before. You can be whatever your will allows you to be. That is the essence of the human experience.
I want to be the victor in this game, so yeah, my will should allow me to be that. What happened to those soldiers was disturbing.
That is why I did not intervene. We could have stopped those soldiers ourselves easily enough. But I needed you to see, to understand that far more is at stake here than just our ecosystem or our genetic purity. We are being robbed of what makes us human, our will. I fear neither the utopians at Sanhedrin nor those Anu fanatics really understand that. If you can recognize the real nature of the threat, perhaps we can work together on stopping it.
Perhaps. They gave us 352 materials, so that is plenty. I very much like that. That's paid for our fabrication plant. Just to put it like fully in context. We have New Jericho available to research. We can't do anything with this haven just yet, but they have given us a couple of other places to explore, so let's head on up. Also, we have level ups available. I think we'll go... We can do both of these. Overwatch Focus and Quick Aim, both incredibly useful. With 9 skill points, we could do Quick Aim 3 times. Absolutely rocking. Because we're running at veteran level, we are going to get more for less. So it will feel significantly easier in terms of progression for our characters than previous playthroughs. But the new mechanics should balance that out a little bit. So I am hoping that this will be a good indication of like what the mod will give you. It's going to be a joyous romp, let's say. Okay, and let's explore over here. It's another New Jericho place.
Research complete.
Okay, atmospheric analysis is done. Global mist monitoring system is available, and we have our first mist point down there. Let's let's go for Haven recruitment protocols first before we do New Jericho. Because I'd like the ability to hire new people. I think that's going to be kind of vital for us. Certainly I want to be fielding the most we can. Right, and the poison within. The disciples of Anu Haven have Kish, a mutated worm infestation is causing serious problems. The locals had placed their hopes in Taxiarch Nurgle, the disciples' greatest military hero, but Nurgle is said to be fighting a series of pitched battles against the Pandorans, and has been unable to help. We could eradicate the infestation ourselves, helping the Haven and creating a good first impression with the faction. I think we will do that, but we're going to do it next time. Now, we're going to finish up in just a moment. But before we do, I just want to point out that we actually have an updated bar along the top here, thanks to the mod. So we're going to be able to see how much the factions like us as time goes along. Oh, Louis, you're being very shouty. Nothing like having a new Phoenix Point campaign with a cat meowing in the background. Right, well, I said we are going to finish up, so thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Terror from the Void. See you soon.